Hello and welcome to today's launch attempt of the sounding rocket Cloud Piercer. The launch attempt is scheduled for around 4:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, and we'll be flying to get to about a altitude of 800 kilometers in the air. The sounding rocket here is brand new and will attempt to bring data of X-rays from gosh darn it. It's gonna be really crazy watching this thing fly, though, honestly. I don't know what to say. There we go. We got about less than a minute left until either a siren or signs of a launch. Oh. The signs of a launch it was, it looks like, actually. And the sounding rocket is now flying. Got a really rapid bit of speed to its targeted altitude. I was told that the targeted altitude was somewhere around 800 kilometers, but it appears as if that was actually wrong. So at this time, we should be expecting the re-entry effect to take place on the first stage. Hello, welcome. If you're just joining in, we are currently tracking the ascent stage, the first stage of the sounding rocket that didn't go to space, but did lift up the rocket to a really good altitude so it could ignite the other stage. So it looks like here we're gonna have a really solid impact here coming up. Don't know how fast, oh shoot, I see how fast it's gonna go. Yeah, there is no recovering in this stage. Ooh! Hello, Bradley, welcome to the stream. There we have the main sounding rocket and the engine stage of the sounding rocket, which carried the payload to 444.6 kilometers altitude. Coming up here very soon, we will have the eject of the nose cone. And we have confirmation of the eject. We can see here the nose cone is now going to fall back down to Earth. not to be reused. The ancient stage here is going to fall back to Earth as well, but again, no signs of reusability on that. So we should be experiencing a re-entry soon. Looks like the first one to go in will be the nose cone, which is not burning up. The engine stage. Now burning up too, so we can see some really beautiful flames. Ooh. Looks like it broke up. We have atmospheric breakup on what would have been the capsule. Engine stage disintegrated, the capsule stage disintegrated, which is what we would have recovered to get the data. Looks like the whole pad disintegrated somehow. But that was going to be that was something. It freaked out during the re-entry, and I don't know why. Yeah. I wonder how to fix that. Actually, hold up. I have an idea. So this is the rocket in itself, by the way. This is Cloudpiercer. It's definitely something. So we're going to install a little something. Okay. So if we do this, then we grab this, lift it up, grab this, if we flip it, alright, and now we have this. And now we have this. Oh boy. This is going to be a really fun one to try out now. The slight modifications here. Just to test it out, make sure that it works better. So this is the Cloudpiercer launch pad with the Cloudpiercer sonic rocket. 3, 2, 1. And that's Cloudpiercer during its ascent phase. Yes. HD 4K breathing. This is the engine stage. You can tell it's the engine stage because it has the secondary engine installed. And it took it to a really good altitude again. Nice. So again, we have the first stage. This is the only stage. Yes, go ahead, ask anything. I don't really care at this point. Yeah. It's going so fast because of this extended engine. We have a extended engine. How's it going so far? Yeah, that's a good question. But if you want to know how I designed this, like how I got the idea to build up a Sonic rocket exactly like this, I watched a video from NASA. It looks like another breakup. I got a video from NASA. About like how Sonic rockets work. And I pretty much used that video. And I looked at Sonic the rocket engines while building it up. So that might explain it and some of it as well. Alright. There we go. A new version. This time the whole thing is going to be surrounded entirely by a bunch of heat shields to attempt to protect the capsule. Alright. 3, 2, 1. That's how it flies. Really long extended nozzle takes it and launches it high into the sky. We then can deploy the ascent stage. Let that kind of coast for a little bit. So this is the whole top part of the Sonic rocket itself. And then we can activate the RCS and ignite that upper engine. Give ourselves a little bit more of a boost. So now that we're out of the atmosphere, it'll probably take us to a little bit more higher. And it didn't. I'm not surprised. So we could deploy that. No heat shield, which is perfect. That's exactly what we wanted. Now we can... Yeah, that's right. The whole thing is surrounded entirely by a perfect... Oh my gosh, this might be it. This might be the one to survive. Yes! Okay, there we go. It's working so far. So honestly, if this survives, I'm not going to be surprised. And in fact, this is going to be my first ever Sonic rocket to build it that actually survives every major event. Including re-entry. So, yeah, let's wait to see if it lands. So this is the parachute. I had it deploy a few different times, but that was with a cheat enabled. The cheat was no heat damage, because no matter what, they kept exploding. So finally, I have one to survive without using cheats, so yeah. There we have the full parachute deploy. Everything's working really nicely right now. Oh gosh. And here it goes. Yes! Can now deploy the covers around it. There it is. Alright. One last thing I want to deal with this launch, or with the Sonic rocket, is I want to actually remove, like, all the unnecessary bits. And then I just want to kind of fix its design up a little bit. So there we go. A sounding rocket that actually works. Yeah. So that is my sounding rocket. It's really fun just seeing how these things fly, though, not gonna lie. Like, you actually have to build it, and you have to design it completely. So, yeah. Another test flight real quick of the sounding rocket. This time the whole thing, the whole capsule bit is entirely surrounded with a heat shield. So the sounding rocket is now out of fuel, so we can deploy that. Ignite the engine here. Let that fly to a really, really high altitude. Man, it flies nicely, not gonna lie. Alright, we're now above Kármán line. Can separate the ascent engine there. Coast for a little bit. Once we hit apogee, we can deploy the nose cone of the rocket. As such. And the probes can now begin to complete the descent. We lose the separator, but we don't lose the capsule for once. And that is the good news right there. We don't lose the capsule. That is exactly what we needed. Because if we lose the capsule, then we lose all of the data. So once the probe lands, we can deploy the actual... Or once we get full deployment of the parachute, I think we can... Oh, I could do it right here. Now we could do it right there. So, it looks like now it's just a box. It's just a box that waits for recovery. But yeah, so we're doing really good right now. This is going to be the sounding rocket that we will fly just to test out some new stuff, I guess. Go ahead, cut that parachute. We don't need it for this anymore. All I really wanted to do is just see if that could survive re-entry and stuff. But yeah. Yeah, I flew a few different sounding rockets, though. Like, here's the most recent one, you know, that I landed. But, oh, that's not a sounding rocket. This is a cursed thing that I don't know why I still have. This is something stupid. I think I recovered all the sounding rocket bits. I did recover them, didn't I? Okay, I guess I did. Unless... Yeah, I did, okay. That's okay. But yeah, so that was my Sonic Rocket vehicle. Obviously, it flies really, really well. If you want the blueprint, I guess I'll release it later this week. I guess sometime today. If anyone wants it, you know. Join Discord. Or I guess follow me on Discord or whatever. I don't